My family, of course, my beautiful wife, Mick. And as for the rest of my family, it's everybody here, so everybody stand up. Well, they tell the story. While on a road trip, a couple stopped at a roadside restaurant for lunch. The lady left her reading glasses on the table, but didn't miss them until they were back on the highway. The grouchy husband fussed and complained as he drove all the way back to the restaurant. When they finally arrived, the child bride got out of the car to retrieve her glasses. And her grouchy husband said, "While you're in there, you might as well get my hat, too." Well, guess who the grouchy old husband was and who the child bride?
And she spilled the tongue a little bit.
Well, St. Andrew Parish and the memories pressed between the pages of my mind. Where does one start? What can one say? My time here is some 20 years off and on. We're under pastoral care during times of transition. A lot of transition. And the ones that helped me during those times was Nikki Webb and Mary Ruth Finster. They would advise me where I needed to minister. The maternity wards of the hospitals to bless the newborns, all the way to the critical care units where the healing oil and often the last rites of the church were administered. And in the nursing homes, now called extension care units, from Greentown to Dixon Road, visiting, sharing private communion, praying together with those faithful parishioners now in failing health. To the privacy of the homes, the parlors, the living rooms, and the kitchen tables, sharing family stories and praying together. And then the funeral homes, meeting with families, sharing stories, and shedding tears together. And the cemeteries for burial rites, sometimes the weather 90 degrees above and other times 10 degrees below zero. Now, two parishioners I remember well. They were always a delight to visit, Margaret and George Critchley. George almost made it to be 100 years old, always smiling. It was there that I learned firsthand of the early days of this parish, the Great Depression, the World Wars, the sacrifice of families sharing and caring for each other during turbulent times, and of course with George, baseball. Yes, Your Grace, he was a Cubs fan. And I'd always come away of counting my blessings, and they've always encouraged me with prayers for my continued ministry. I miss them and the many others that have passed on the peace of that place of eternal rest. And it was here that I found the true meaning of the Holy Spirit, with the raising of hands in praise and the laying on of hands that brought you to your knees in healing prayers. Yes, many fond memories that I carry with me. And I pray when the time for her comes from my final rest here in our columbarium, that you will remember me as a sound of laughter. Thank you.